Hello everyone, today our topic is how to cancel Stripe subscription for Webhook response and notify team on Slack. So here my objective is that whenever I'm going to capture new Webhook response, then automatically by using the Webhook response, I'm going to cancel a subscription in Stripe. So after cancelling the subscription, I'm going to notify my team on Slack. So for that, I have to build a simple connection between Webhook by Pabbly, Stripe and Slack. So for building this connection, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing software for automation and integration. In Pabbly Connect, I have to use trigger and action. In trigger application, I'm going to use Webhook by Pabbly. In action application, first I'm going to use Stripe and then I'm going to use Slack. So how I'm going to build this connection? For that, let me take you to my computer screen. I hope all you can see my computer screen, and today we are going to see that how we can cancel Stripe subscription from Webhook response and notify team on Slack. So I have already built an automation in which I'm creating subscription for my customers and I'm sending all those details to my customers too. Now if my customer wants to cancel their Stripe subscription, then they have to fill this form that I have created in Jot form. So they have to fill this form with their details and subscription detail. So we will capture these details and automatically their Stripe subscription will get cancelled. So here I'm getting responses from Webhook, and by using these responses, I'm automatically going to cancel Stripe subscriptions. And after cancelling the subscription, I'm going to notify my team on Slack about that subscription. So here I'm going to use Webhook to get the responses. So I have to connect Jotform by using Webhook, and I'm going to build a connection between Jotform, Stripe and Slack. So whenever I'm going to get a response from my customer from Jotform, then automatically by using those response, I'm going to cancel a subscription in Stripe. And after cancelling that subscription, automatically I'm going to notify my team on Slack. So all this is going to happen automatically, and for this I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. So for that I have to open a new tab and search for pabbly.com, and this will take us to this landing page of Pabbly. Here we have two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you don't have any account with Pabbly, you can just sign up for free and it will take only 2 minutes of your time and you will get 100 of tasks free every month. Or if you already have an account, you can just sign in and you will get to see this page. So these are all the apps that Pabbly offers, and we are going to use Pabbly Connect here. For that, I have to click here on this Access Now button under Pabbly Connect, and this will direct us to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here, this is the workflow section, and we can see all the workflows that we will create here. And this is the folder section. We can create new folder here and we can save any workflow in any particular folder that we want. Now here, I want to create a new workflow. For that, I have to click here on this Create Workflow button, and this window will pop up. Here I have to name my workflow, so I'm going to name it as my objective, which is to cancel Stripe subscription for Webhook response and notify team on Slack. Now I have to select the folder where I want to save my workflow, so I'm going to open this tab, and in this tab you'll find all the folders that are connected with your Pabbly Connect account, and I want to use this particular folder of Stripe subscriptions, so I'm going to select this and I'm going to click on create. And this will take us to this most important window of our workflow. Here we have two boxes, trigger and action. So these are the two main principles on which our workflow works on. And trigger says when this happens, action says do this. So trigger is going to be the first step that will get executed in our workflow, and action will just follow that. So we have to set up our trigger first, and here my trigger application is going to be Webhook. So I'm going to select Webhook here. And by using Webhook, I can connect any application that supports Webhook connection. So by using this Webhook URL, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this Webhook URL. And by using Webhook, I'm going to connect Jotform. So I'll go to my Jotform. And in Jotform, I have built this form. And in this, I have the details of name, email, phone number, and subscription ID. Now I'm going to connect this. For that, I have to go to settings. And in settings, I will go to integration. And here I have to search for Webhook. So I'm going to open Webhook here. Now here I have this option of add Webhook, so I'm going to clear this, and in this I'm going to paste that Webhook URL that I have copied from Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to paste that here, and now I have to click on complete integration. So my integration is ready and I have successfully connected Jotform with Pabbly Connect by using Webhook. So I'm going to click on finish, and now I'm going to go to publish, and I'm going to use this form. So I'm going to open this in new tab, and this is how my form look like. Now we'll go back to Pabbly Connect. And here we can see it is waiting for Webhook response. So how I'm going to get this Webhook response? So whenever a customer fills that form that I have created in Jotform, then after getting the form submission, I'm going to get the responses here in Pabbly Connect. Now let me fill that form as a customer. So I'm going to fill that form. So let me take you back to Jotform. So this is my form, and in this I need a name, email, phone number and subscription ID. So I'm going to fill the details as a customer that I have a subscription in Stripe. So I'm going to fill all those details of the subscription here. First, I'm going to give the name to my customer. So my name will be Demo. Last name will be user. Email will be demouser@pabblytudes.com, and I will give a random mobile number. So this will be the phone number, and now I have to give the subscription ID. So my customer has this subscription ID because I have signed this while creating the subscription in Stripe for that customer. So the customer has to fill the subscription ID here. So I'm going to fill that subscription ID here. And now I'm going to click on submit. So I have successfully submitted my form. Now we'll go back to Pabbly Connect. And here we can see I have received this response. So in this response, I have this details of the form title, which is cancel Stripe subscription. I have this submission ID. And in this, I have the customer name, which is Demo. Last name was user. Email was demouser@pabblytudes.com. I have the phone number and the subscription ID. So I have received all these details from my Jot form. And now what I need to do is I need to use these details, and I want to cancel a subscription for that customer automatically in Stripe. So for that, I have to set up my actions tab. So I'm going to open this tab. And here I have to first search for my action application, which is going to be Stripe. So I'm going to select Stripe here. And now I have to give an action event. So I'm going to open this tab, and cancel a subscription will be my action event. So I'm going to select this, and I'm going to connect Stripe with Pabbly Connect. So I'll click here on connect. I will click on add new connection. And for connecting Stripe with Pabbly Connect, I need a token. So where I'm going to find this token, for that I have to go to my Stripe account. So I'm going to go to Stripe, and in this I will go to settings. I'm going to preview the settings option, and in this I have this option of developers. So I'm going to open this, and here I have this option of API keys. So I'm going to open this, and here I'm going to create a new API key. So I'm going to click here on this create secret key button. So here first I have to give a key name. So my key name is going to be demo key, and I'm going to click on create, and here it has created this key for me. So I'm going to copy this API key. I will go back to Pabbly Connect, and I'm going to paste that key here. Now what I need to do is I need to click on save, and I have created this connection between Stripe and Pabbly Connect. Now what I need is I need a subscription ID. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this subscription ID dynamic. So I will click here on this map button, and I'm going to clear this response. So why I have made this subscription ID dynamic? Because whenever I'm going to get a new response from Webhook, then automatically I want to use that response, and I want to cancel that subscription by using this subscription ID. So I'm going to map that subscription ID here, and I have made that dynamic. So whenever I'm going to get a new response, then automatically that subscription ID is going to replace, and I'm going to get a new subscription ID. So now I have to map my subscription ID, which I have received from my Webhook response. So here I'm going to use mapping. So what mapping is? Mapping is a technique through which I can retrieve the data from the previous tabs, and the data that is changing will get replaced with the new data in the real time. So for mapping, I have to click here. I will open this response of Webhook, and in my Webhook response, I have this subscription ID, which my customer has filled in my form. So I'm going to map this. Now let me take you to Stripe first. I'm going to click on done. I will go to subscriptions, and here I have these 4 subscriptions, and I have received the response from this particular user of demo user. Now what is going to happen is I will go back to Pabbly Connect, and whenever I'm going to click on save and send test request button, this subscription is going to get cancelled, and it is going to remove from this particular list of subscriptions. So I'm going to go back to Pabbly Connect, and I'm going to click on, and here we can see I have received this response. So this is a positive response, and in this we have this cancellation requested. So I have cancelled this particular subscription from Stripe, and in this I have all these details of that subscription. So I have the status of cancelled. So I have successfully cancelled the subscription in Stripe. So let me take you to Stripe. I'm going to refresh this, and here we can see I am only left with 3 subscriptions. So that subscription of demo user has been removed and got cancelled. So the subscription of the customer that has filled my Jot form, and I have received that response by Webhook, has automatically got cancelled in Stripe. Now we'll go back to Pabbly Connect. Now what I need to do is I need to use all these details, and I want to notify my team that a new subscription has been cancelled. So for that, I have to set up my last actions tab. So for that, I have to click here on this add actions tab button, and here my action application is going to be Slack. So I'm going to select Slack here, and now I have to give an action event. So I'm going to open this tab, and send channel message will be my action event. So I'm going to select this, and I'm going to connect Slack with Pabbly Connect. So I'll click here on connect. I will click on add new connection, and I will click on connect with Slack. And for connecting Slack with Pabbly Connect, I have to give a token type. So my token type is either going to be user or bot. So I'm going to select my token type as user. So I'm going to type user here and I'm going to click on save. And here I have already logged into my Slack account in the browser. So it has detected that. So I just need to click on allow to give access to my account. And here my connection is successful. Now what I need to do is I need to first give my channel. So for selecting the channel, I'm going to take you to Slack. And here I'm going to use this channel of Stripe cancelled subscription. So in this particular channel, I'm going to send the messages of all the cancelled subscription of Stripe. So I'm going to go back to Pabbly Connect and I'm going to map my channel here. So I'm going to open this tab, and in this tab, you'll find all the channels that are connected with your Slack account. And in this, I'm going to use this Stripe cancelled subscription channel. So I'm going to select this. And now I have to give my message. I can customize this message according to me, and I'm going to give a message here that I want to send on my Slack channel to notify my team about the cancelled Stripe subscription. So I'm going to type that here. So this is going to be my message that we have cancelled a new Stripe subscription, and the details are customer name, customer email, customer phone number, and subscription ID. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to map all these details from my JotForm response and my Stripe response. So I'm going to fill the details of the customer that subscription has been cancelled in Stripe. So I'm going to map those details, and every time a new subscription will get cancelled, then automatically those details will get replaced here. For mapping the customer name, I'm going to open this response of Webhook. And this is my first name of my customer, which is Demos. And I'm going to give a space and I'm going to map the last name. Similarly, I'm going to map my customer email. So I'm going to click here. I will give a space and I'm going to open this response of Webhook. And in this, I'm going to find my email address. So this is the email address of my customer. So I'm going to map this. Now I'm going to give the customer phone number. So I'm going to click here. I will give a space. I will open this response of Webhook. And in this, I have this customer phone number. So I'm going to map that. And now I need the subscription ID. So I'm going to click here. I will give a space. I will open this response of Webhook. And in this, I have the subscription ID. So I'm going to map that. So I have filled all the required details here. Now I have all these other tabs, but I don't need these details. So I'm not going to fill any details here. Now I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to click on save and send test request button. And here we can see we have received this response. So this is a positive response, and this means that I have sent a message automatically on my Slack channel to notify my team about my cancelled Stripe subscription. So I'm going to go back to my Slack channel, and here we can see I have received this new message. So in this, we have the message that says we have cancelled a new Stripe subscription, and the details are customer name, demo user, customer email is demoUser@pabblytudes.com. We have this random phone number and we have this subscription ID. So in this message, I have used all the details of the customer that are required and the details of the customer that has cancelled the Stripe subscription. So here my connection between JotForm, Stripe and Slack is working successfully. Now, whenever I'm going to get a new Webhook response or a response from JotForm, then automatically I'm going to cancel that subscription of that customer in Stripe. And after cancelling that subscription, I'm going to notify my team about that cancelled subscription on Slack. Now to check this in real time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill a new form with the new details of the customer and I'm going to cancel their subscription. So I'm going to go back to JotForm and I'm going to open this form once again in a new tab. And in this, I'm going to fill new details of a customer. So first, let me take you to Stripe. And in this, I'm going to use this details of this customer of dummy user. Now we'll go back to JotForm and I'm going to fill those details. So the name of my customer is dummy user. So the last name will be user. Now I have to give the email. So email will be dummyuser@pabblytudes.com. I will give a random mobile number. And now I have to give the subscription ID. So I'm going to give my subscription ID here. So this was the subscription ID of my new customer. Now I'm going to click on submit. And here I have submitted my form. Now what should happen is that automatically by capturing these details, a subscription of that customer should get cancelled automatically and a message should automatically be sent on Slack. Now to check this, I will go back to Stripe. I'm going to refresh this. And here we can see I'm only left with 2 subscriptions. So that subscription of the user of dummy user has been cancelled and it has been removed from this particular tab. Now whether we have received this message and notified about this customer on Slack or not, to check this, let me take you back to Slack. And here we have received this new message which says we have cancelled a new Stripe subscription and the details are customer name, which is dummy user, customer email is dummyuser@pabblytudes.com. We have this random mobile number and we have the subscription ID. So here we can see that I have filled a new details in my JotForm and I have received that response by using Webhook. And after receiving that response, I have automatically cancelled that subscription in Stripe. And after cancelling that subscription, I have notified my team on Slack. Now let's go back to Pabbly Connect. And here I have built this connection between Webhook, Stripe and Slack in such a way that whenever I'm going to receive a new Webhook response, then automatically by using that Webhook response, I'm going to cancel a subscription in Stripe. And after canceling that subscription, I'm going to notify my team on Slack. So let's summarize what we did here. So first I have set up my trigger, and my trigger application was Webhook. My trigger event was capture Webhook. Then I have set up my action steps, and first I have used Stripe as my action application, and my action event was cancel a subscription. Then I have set up my last action step, and my last action application was Slack, and my last action event was send channel message. So this is how I have successfully created this workflow, and you can also create this workflow by following all the steps that I did in my workflow. And I'm also going to put the link of my workflow in the description so you can check it out from there, and thank you for watching this video. Not just these applications, you can automate and integrate a lot more applications like this using Pabbly Connect. If you need any help or if you have any doubt, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can post them at forum.pabbly.com, or if you have any issue with the pricing of Pabbly, you can connect on this link. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.